By speaking out about the Balenciaga affair, Kanye West accuses his ex-wife Kim Kardashian of having sold her soul to the contentious fashion label. It appears that Kim's worrisome link to Balenciaga is more pervasive than we initially assumed, since she is currently receiving significant outrage for her response to the disgusting children-featured ad campaign by the fashion house. What specifically did Kanye say about Kim giving her soul to Balenciaga? There has been a lot of imagery that has been expressed, as well as things that I'll share. Yesterday, I told Kim this, saying, "Look, any form of perversion is bad in God's eyes. Any type of pornography is oak." You've surely heard by now that the upscale fashion label Balenciaga is facing criticism for their incredibly offensive advertising campaigns that featured youngsters and disturbing symbolism. Before we go any further, it's important to keep in mind that Balenciaga recently had a significant comeback after its creative director and close friend Kim Kardashian, Demna, presented the brand's first couture presentation since 1968. Currently, Balenciaga haute couture serves as a historical record of fashion. At work, Demna Vasalia, the house of Balenciaga's first haute couture presentation since February 1968. Not your typical fashion display, this one. Prior to his haute couture collection receiving praise from Hollywood A-listers, Demna was primarily recognized in the context of streetwear. Suddenly, Balenciaga overtook Gucci as the most well-known celebrity brand. And more than anyone else, Kim Kardashian was responsible for elevating Balenciaga to the status of the new it brand. It's interesting to note that Kim's romance with Balenciaga began at the same time as her split from Kanye, and she immediately began aggressively marketing the brand after filing for divorce. However, people anticipated that Kim, a mother of four, would take a stand and sever relations with Balenciaga after the fashion house recently found itself in the center of a terrible scandal involving children and occult imagery. Kim's answer to the Balenciaga scandal, however, was not just unsatisfactory, but also deeply unsettling. And Kanye's previous remarks on Hollywood sacrifices and celebrities who sell their souls for fame might have had a role. However, before we discuss Kim's response, let's quickly review all the sinister and bizarre things Balenciaga was exposed for. Early in November, Balenciaga published a collection of spooky images used in their latest Present Shop advertising campaign. Young toddlers posed with teddy bears decked out in bondage and surrounded by graphic decorations in the photographs. A little child's painting of the devil and a roll of yellow warning tape with the word ball, the name of a fertility demon, and one of the princes of hell, instead of the word Balenciaga, were among the frightening accessories. By the way, Kim wore an odd costume made entirely of the same Balenciaga yellow tape back in March. Watch this latest episode of The Kardashians on Hulu to see Kim making fun of Kris Jenner for mispronouncing Balenciaga and using the word ball several times. No, but say Balenciaga instead. It's Balenciaga for her. Balenciaga. A ball. I've got balls. But this is still only the beginning. You won't believe what Balenciaga used in a new commercial for their partnership with Adidas if you thought the teddy bear picture shoot was disturbing. One campaign image included a handbag from the collection perched atop a stack of papers, and one document was purposefully left poorly concealed. You can notice that the wording in this particular document makes reference to the United States v. Williams decision from the Supreme Court from 2008 when you zoom in. Now, if you're wondering what makes this court case so unique, a lawyer will give you a quick explanation. Michael Williams and the U.S. In Miami, Michael was using the alias Lisa in a chat room. He then struck up a chat with a third person, who turned out to be a Secret Service agent, and emailed the latter a link to 7 images of child pornography. It gets spookier from here, but we're not quite through. Internet sleuths uncovered a ton of fresh, frightening information about employees working at Balenciaga after Valencia's recent campaign went viral for all the wrong reasons. Lada Vukova, a stylist of Russian descent, and Balenciaga's chief stylist since 2014, is one of them. Recently, Lada shut her Instagram account and erased over 200 images, many of which were kids and other eerie and disturbing subjects. Before Lada shut her Instagram, however, followers were able to screenshot a few of the images. Please be aware that some of the photographs are incredibly creepy before we reveal them to you. Now, if you look closely, you'll see a comment from Marc Jacobs, another of Kim Kardashian's favorite designers, who wrote, "Very amazing," on Lada's frightening Instagram photo. Because Balenciaga's current campaign's aesthetic matches the images Lada posts on Instagram, many fans are now assuming that Lada was involved in it. The more you research it, though, the worse it seems to grow. Look at the graduation frame behind the model in this advertisement for Balenciaga and Adidas, for instance. The name John Philip Fisher is written on the diploma, and this is also the name of an 80-year-old man who was found guilty of 7 counts of misbehavior against his granddaughter in 2018. Another unsettling element is also present in the backdrop of another image from this ad. You can see one of the volumes by Michael Bormans when you close your eyes and focus on the stack of books on the table behind the woman. Belgian painter and director Bormans creates surreal paintings and films that typically incorporate kids and strange rituals. Fire from the Sun is the name of a current painting series by Bormans, and this is how the book's publisher explains these paintings on their official website. Michael Bormans' most recent work, Fire from the Sun, is highlighted. It includes young children acting in amusing yet eerie ways that have ominous undertones and hints of. Now examine a few of Bormans' works from this collection and contrast them with the most recent Balenciaga clothes that Kim Kardashian and her kids wore. Simply said, the coincidences surrounding the Balenciaga scenario are too numerous. Fans specifically targeted Kim for speaking out and breaking connections with the brand because of this. Kim did not, however, instantly denounce Balenciaga. Instead, she remained mute for close to a week, and Kim persisted in posting selfies covered head to toe in Balenciaga and Adidas, even after the fashion house pulled its revolting campaign. Kim eventually chose to address the topic on Twitter after feeling forced by supporters to do so. Instead of breaking up ties with Balenciaga, Kim said she is presently reassessing it on the basis of the company's commitment to take responsibility for an incident that should have never happened in the first place. Kim also complimented the design company for apologizing and removing the contentious images, despite the fact that she claimed to have been disgusted and upset by the current Balenciaga campaigns. After talking to them, I believe they recognize the gravity of the situation and will take the necessary steps to ensure that it never occurs again, Kim continued. But Kim's response was not what the public expected to hear. Additionally, the statement that she would review her partnership with Balenciaga sparked a lot of discussion about Kim prioritizing wealth over all else and selling her soul for fame and fortune. "Don't act innocent," a fan tweeted in response to Kim's message. "You are well aware of what they have been doing and agree with it wholeheartedly. I wouldn't be shocked if you gave them the souls of your children. Anyone who finds these offensive wouldn't be rethinking their connection." However, this isn't only being said by supporters. Recently, Kanye also addressed the Balenciaga topic, claiming that celebrities are controlled and that this is why they are not speaking out. Many discussions regarding morality have been sparked by the images that have been publicized. In a recent chat with Kim, I made the point that God despises depravity in all its forms. Any type of pornography splits families apart. It is employed to split up families. Then, in what appeared to be a dig at Kim, Kanye claimed that frightening imagery like what we saw in the Balenciaga campaigns is intentionally designed to undermine values and split apart families. People in Hollywood therefore assert that while this is correct, this is incorrect. In God's view, everything is wrong. We must thus take a stand and set the bar for ourselves. How do you feel about Kim's association with Balenciaga, though? You must have been shocked by her answer. Did she really exchange her soul for fame and wealth? Your feedback is welcome below. And if you thought the previous video was scary, don't miss the following one.